Hey, what's up guys? Rob here, and I'm back with another list video. I'm a little bit under the weather today, but I thought I would try to do this. It's going to be a response to Chucky doll. He wanted me to do my top 14 favorite Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson films. I don't have 14 of his films, and I don't really have like 14 favorites, so I've narrowed it down to 5. I'm going to do my top 5 favorite films from him. To be honest, I'm not a huge Rock fan. I liked watching him in wrestling and stuff, but as an actor, I'm just not really big on a lot of his movies. Like 90% of his movies I don't really care for. I think he has a big ego, and he's pretty much the modern day Stallone, Schwarzenegger type. Does like a lot of action, and I just think Arnold and Sly did it better, back in the 80s. But it just seems like every movie he's in, pretty much, he plays The Rock. And I, kind of get sick of that. The last movie I saw with him was Skyscraper, and I thought that movie was terrible. I'd rather watch Die Hard. It's a cheap Die Hard knockoff. But that's just my opinion. I'm not the biggest fan, but the movies that I'm going to list here are movies that I really do like, and I think The Rock contributes really well. And I'd like to see more films, especially my number 1 favorite, that really shows his acting chops, for sure. So, this is going to be my top 5 favorite Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson films. I hope you guys enjoy. Then again, this is just my opinion. Starting with number 5 here is Rampage. Now, this film surprised me. I went into this with very, very low expectations. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, this is just going to be bad. It's based off of a video game. The Rock is in the middle of all these giant monsters destroying the city, and I thought his presence was great. Still, in the third act, he plays, the strong badass, fighting alongside George here, the gorilla. I just liked his role here better than Jumanji 2, or like San Andreas. I don't know. You could call this, I guess, a guilty pleasure. Jeffrey Dean Morgan's in this, but I actually liked it. So, for me, this movie comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 for me is Fast 5. This was the first Fast and the Furious movie that The Rock was in. And to be honest, I like his character here more than I do in Fast 6 and 7 and, Fate of the Furious. His character here, he's got a goatee. It's like kind of long. He's a cop that's hunting for Vin Diesel and his crew. And I like that whole storyline. Because in the rest of the Fast and Furious movies, it's like, Hobbs becomes corrupt, and he pretty much, shaves his face. I mean, he looks different, and he acts different as Hobbs in the other movies. It's like he's The Rock again. In this movie, I felt like he was into his character a lot. And the fight between him and Vin Diesel was pretty cool, too. So, if I had to pick, The Rock, as far as his role in the Fast and the Furious movies, I think his role here is the best. And I cannot believe they're making a Hobbs and Shaw film. I think it looks ridiculous. the fact that they're working together. I even thought that that was ridiculous when in Fate of the Furious, when they were working together after what Shaw did. Yeah, I don't get it. And Hobbs and Shaw, I mean, it looks just like every other movie that Rock does as far as action comedy. It's the same thing. Like Central Intelligence, and I don't know. This movie, though, I really enjoyed with The Rock. I think he contributed a lot. So anyway, that comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 for me is Walking Tall. I believe this is a remake, but you know, this is one of The Rock's earlier films, and I really, really enjoy it. He comes home to his, you know, this old town that, you know, used to have a lot of people working at this mill, and the mill closed because there's this new casino, and it's very corrupt, and he basically runs for sheriff, and there's a lot of these corrupt police officers, and then just people selling drugs to kids, and he's you know, he wants to go old school, and I like it a lot. Johnny Knoxville's in it. Thought it was really, really well done. Some good action. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. Coming in at number 2 is, of course, The Rundown. In my opinion, this is the best action movie that The Rock has done. In my opinion. I love it. I love this movie. Sean William Scott, you got Christopher Walken in there. Yeah, I love everything about this movie. And of course, you know, this is when he was pretty much starting out. You know, he had, I don't consider The Mummy Returns a Rock movie because he's only in the beginning, and then at the end he's a CGI scorpion. It looks ridiculous, but I don't consider that a Rock movie. The Scorpion King, however, is. But I prefer this movie over The Scorpion King. So, The Rundown is a lot of fun. Love it. My number 1 favorite Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson film is Snitch. This is a movie where you actually get to see him act. I love this film. There's a lot more to this than action. Like I said, you can see his acting chops. I wish that he would do more movies like this. You know, he goes against a Mexican cartel. And yeah, I think this is his best film as far as him acting. But like I said, that's just my opinion. Anyway, yeah, so there you go. My top 5 favorite Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson films. And, you know, like I stated, I'm not the biggest fan of him. But, you know, there are some movies that I enjoy. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this. I will put Chucky Doll's channel, you know, the link in the description. Go check him out. Go subscribe. Very cool dude. He likes to collect movies. He has a lot of horror movies and does reviews and rankings. And I thought I would do a response because he asked me to. So, if you want to do a response to this, definitely go ahead. I actually think he tagged people, so I don't really need to name names. Oh, and really quick, I might as well get this out of the way. About the name changes that I've been doing, I'm kind of struggling with what kind of content I want to bring to you guys. So I'm trying to think, you know, the name has to fit, and I haven't been happy with it. So I switched back to Rob's Reviews because I feel like with that I can review anything I want to, rather than strictly being horror. The only reason I switched to horror night is because I was receiving Wild Eye movies in the mail, and I felt like that would get me into the horror community as you know, it would be kind of official that way. But it doesn't matter what my name is. I don't have to have a horror name just to be in the horror community. So I went back to Rob's Reviews. I'm going to be doing more than just horror movies, but I'll still be doing. I just want to do a lot of other things. So that's what I've been struggling with. I'm not sure if many of you can understand that, but I've just been struggling with the names. And it seems like people can find me a lot better if I have an original name, or a name that I have had before or something. Like, it seems like people can find me. So yeah, that's the explanation for that. Sorry for all the changes, and I know a lot of people are probably like, what the hell's he doing? Like, one minute he's this, and the other minute he's this. It's just, I know it gets crazy. It's crazy, but anyway, guys, yeah, go subscribe to Chucky Doll. This is Rob signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.